Super Ed. What? Don't tell me you don't know about him. People are asking for him in Roblox. People have made comedic in a nutshell videos. People have even made customs. But still, you probably don't know who Super Ed is. And frankly, neither did I until 3 weeks ago. Since I'm a nerd, let's start off with the facts. Super Ed is well, I don't know. From what we can infer, he looks like a warship class 42 diesel locomotive made by BR, which would also make him related to Diesel 10. However, there is another contender. The BR Class 75. For the life of me, I couldn't find any images since it was unbuilt, so I'm just going to use a Class 74. This unbuilt engine is likely also what he might have been built on, so we don't know. Now for the time you've been waiting for. Admittedly, I was just scrolling through YouTube, and then I found something. The James and Super Ed remake, made by the Terrence Club. Just thought I'd mention that. When I first saw him and heard about the character for myself, I thought it was just a model series equivalent of D199. Because the idiot never made it into the TV series. But I looked more into it, and I found out this was its own separate character. And now, for the time you've all been waiting for, a script. He kind of reminds me of Derek because he had engine problems, but he's a lot more conceited. He actually started off really similar, but he was really nice that everyone started to like him, and that's when it went to his head. And Super Ed over here thought it'd be funny to be about this. The engine started to hate Super Ed, and they also started to hate James because for some reason he was like kind of brought him there because of like his accident, but that wasn't really his fault. Tisk tisk. From this point on, Super Ed was the antagonist. However, one day at Knapford, Gordon was waiting there when lightning struck his buffer. I don't know how. It like struck him, and then he like smoke came out of everywhere, and then Sir Topham Hatt just went full chaos mode. And he's like, whoever's causing all that smoke, I must scrap them. I want him dead. He didn't actually say that, but he did say scrap him. Sir Topham Hatt was actually a lot more evil in these scripts, which I think was kind of funny. Kind of reminds me of Capstan Star in Quarantine because like Percy and Thomas and 10 Cents of Sunshine caused like one major inconvenience and they're like threatening to kill them, which is kind of funny. Also, Topham doesn't know who's causing all the smoke, so he's just willing to kill any of his engines, like not even taking accountability if they're like useful to his railway or something or like that. And he miraculously finds out that Super Ed somehow was causing it. I don't know how he figured it out. And then they like cut to, like them being Gordon and James were like dragging him away for scrap or something, and like, your new character, your big promotion character, and you just killed him. Also, Thumper died in the original script of Rusty and the Boulder. Just thought I'd mention that. I read a lot of them. They were kind of funny and kind of dark and kind of evil, and I think the Boulder like talked or something. I don't remember. Also, Rusty is referred to as female again, which means we canonically have our first non-binary character.